Hello. I'm still prepping stuff, but hello. Hi, SmiteGamer.com. How are you doing, SmiteGamer.com? You are famous. That's very funny. I'm glad you had fun. Honestly, I was having fun with either, or I like playing the new character. And I did get like 3 levels in the battle pass thing when we played, so not too bad. Thinker, sensitive, physical, create your own. Oh, well. Let's just... Because this is just what I am. Hello. Oh, hi, Grandma. I feel like something like this is what I'd want to play with. Now, I did read up on these, so... I'm not disappointed, I promise. Wield raw intellectual power, deduce the world, just like real life. I think I'd do just like that one, so...
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
My ancient reptilian brain is, What am I doing? I'm playing a game called, Disco Elysium. And I'm like a cop or something.
Ever.
Yeah, it is a game.
Never,
I think most of it's just talking, though, to people and, like, deducing things as, like, a detective cop.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Bye-bye.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
An awareness creeps up on you. A
My
mass
limbic
lies
system has
hidden in
something to
your
say.
dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
That doesn't sound good at all. No, I like pain and burning light. Yeah, sure, yeah. Very funny.
Do you really?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion?
Is this Logan's inner
Or
monologue?
did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
I am not a chef.
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Redacted? Sorry, numeral jet 2. Redacted. I'm a brave idiot.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience
This man needs a cough
sticks
drop.
to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert. Hurting.
Bryish?
Longing, dancing to disco music.
British? British. 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 Take me back to the formless, disembodied thing.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Who am I?
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
How goes it? It goes.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Kinema motor carriage.
Hello, love. Thought I was naked for a moment. I just have my underwear very skin colored. Oh, wait, should have done some beforehand. There. Hello. Magazine-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. Is this Portal 2? No, I don't think it is. Hold tab to highlight.
window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Ooh. I have a high chance of assessing the damage.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Yeah, I'm big brain, I knew that.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your
Thank
right
you.
hand,
Thank you.
but none of it is recent.
And thank you. What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Assess the size of the impact?
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece
Excuse
of
me.
furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
2 fists.
Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky,
Aww.
you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your window.
Every single little thing is gonna get a cheer. Sounds like Idris Elba. What's this game called? Disco Elysium. Disco Elysium. I do need my shoe. I should go and get that shoe.
A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
I think there's more disco later.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring.
Why are
Number
2
1
of
is
them
etched
playing at
on
the
it.
same time?
It should open the door.
How are you doing that? I can hear 2 going off at the same time. Yay, yay, yay!
Bruh.
That's real. You hear that? That's double, bruh. Oh, I know what's doing that. Oh, no. Okay. I fixed that. No, thank you.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Did Davey do it? I could possibly grab it. We didn't even fail yet. Hypertoxin, please. At least do it if we fail.
You swoop up and catch
We didn't
the tie.
fail.
Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different
I kinda like it.
patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Well, that, it could remind me of a lot of other things, but... Yeah, this room's a bit of a mess. I did not do this. See the bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
No way I'm not doing this. I'm going to do it. Wipe the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror,
I have my V8. Let me just take a sippy. Ah. As you slowly reach your hand.
abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
That can't be good. Um, make sure. Maybe I should touch it first just to make sure there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong.
There is definitely something wrong with it.
What's
Where
wrong?
to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol
Bye-bye.
underneath your skin.
I'm sorry.
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
At least my tongue is okay.
It's not.
Oh,
It's swollen and snail-like,
I see.
wriggling between your fingers.
Gross. Very descriptive. Wipe the mirror now!
Behold,
Ah! Santa!
you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Ooh, I'm like dead in the corner here. Hold up. I'm a genius. There we go. Chat's in the way, but let's just... You know what, chat? You're coming up here. Okay. Of course I do. It's some kind of superstar. I am not a superstar. This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic. Is it gonna keep zooming out? How far does this image go? Oh, that's it.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face?
No.
Why?
I don't know. Why not? I'm not making it. The face is making itself.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Okay.
Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off, too, in a sad has-been kind of way. There's some charm in it. I mean, this face looks slightly charming. This one looks disgusting. I think it's supposed to look suggestive for the ladies.
Please promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies. Whatever happens.
I promise. I promise, lie. Yeah, I don't think the ladies... I don't think they want
You
that.
liar. You can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead. Try something.
Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. I can attempt this one.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
I see. I'm gonna let the mirror go. I appear to have done everything. Oh yeah, that tie is pretty awful, actually. Huh. Oh, look at that snake skin. Oh, green crocodile leather. I see. Pants. Bell bottoms. A jacket. And a cassette tape. And nothing else. Find your other shoe. Seems like your green snakeskin shoe is missing its partner. You should find it before you go adventuring into the wild unknown. 2 shoes are better than 1. Oof. I can't make the rat Santa dance. This is not a possibility, I think. There's something on the table. I just stole money. Bader. Bader. Oh, my shoe. Bader! Bader. Take the shoe, Bader. My egg, Bader. Just so you know, I'm drinking and not informing you anymore. What's... I can't... Do the what's going... I don't think I can. Bader.
Hello, officer.
What's going on? I can't. Not as Joe. Bader. Bader. What's going on? Something like that. The year is 51. I hope it's 1951. Jeez.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Turn your bloated face away from beauty. Am I military?
No.
You like memes? I don't think she likes memes. Then why'd you call me an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Are you shitting me? Are you sure? Goddamn right I'm a policeman, and don't you forget it.
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
Could be. All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
What business is that?
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Excuse me, sorry. Drinking and farting.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk?
As a
She must have
fodder.
heard something.
Why don't I remember being a cop? Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law? Let her know you want her physically. Nope. Not gonna do that one. Why don't I remember being a cop?
Could it be because of the drinking?
Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
She nods.
But do I know when someone's not telling me the whole story? What am I doing here? What's my case?
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body has been there for a week now. The locals probably got tired of it and called the cops.
And why didn't you just tell me that?
I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer.
I should go.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Lucifer. Lucifer.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words 1,000,000 times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Before you go, I have some questions. Is it 51 now?
It's 51.
What century?
The current century.
What the fuck is that?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been then?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
Hmm. Tell me something else.
Yeah?
Those words, tell me something else, feel like something you said innumerable times before. Your mouth is the very shape of them.
What is it they have against the police here?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Where exactly is here?
You're in a hostel, sir.
A hostel. HiSmiteGamer.com.
We are in Revachol.
I have no idea where that is.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Should that mean
You
something
sure
to me?
look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranier, another part of the world.
Another place I haven't heard of. Very cool. Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Oh, see, disco. Did I have any
I
visitors?
couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco
Oh,
music?
yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Ooh.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course, like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Mostly gets hard,
It would
doesn't it?
appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Oh, hell yeah. Rocking out over there. Should have came over. What was it singing?
That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now.
Oh.
It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard
Wounded.
to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, do you mean that in a cool way?
Yes. It was very
Oh,
cool.
this is how you win the ladies.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or really means it.
That is the biggest wall of text that I just see in chat. Wow. Do you just want me to read this? Do I just have to read it? Is that... Ooh, voice. Oh, God. To be fair, you'll have to have a very high IQ to understand Rick and Morty. The humor is extremely subtle, and without a solid grasp of theoretical physics, most of the jokes will go over the typical viewer's head. There's also Rick's nihilistic outlook, which is definitely woven into his what is that word? Characterization? Which is definitely woven into his characterization. His personal philosophy deals heavily from... what are these words? Are these made up? Nardodania volia literature. For instance, the fans understand this stuff. They have the intellectual capacity to truly appreciate the depths of these jokes. That's terrible. Philosophy. Not that one. The like Narodanya vulva literature. I've never heard that.
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Crap. How do you know How do you know I did that? You weren't there. Yeah, you sure I wasn't being assaulted? That's so me.
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room.
Well,
A window was smashed.
window.
Tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
I see. Please tell me there was anything else.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but
A
it was
rat
sort of
Santa?
memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
I feel like if I can just go through this stuff again,
There was the usual rock. I couldn't say.
Tell me something else.
Yeah.
Oh. Did you
There
hear
was the
anything?
usual. I
Any
couldn't
visitors?
say.
Loud
Oh,
music?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, we're huge where I come from. I
Yeah,
was
go
I
on.
don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What
A
happened?
slow, sad song started playing.
Oh, here, yeah.
Like organ music on repeat.
Was I singing this?
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also
What else?
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now.
Oh,
It was difficult to tell.
Sorry.
Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me. Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
that's so me.
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A
Uh,
real destructathon.
Was there anything
there
else?
was. I think you screamed that you didn't want
Okay.
to be. I went out afterwards, glad to have been of assistance.
there they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like two baby crocodiles.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced.
Oh, my
Comfy.
morale.
Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth
Oh,
be told.
okay. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. The cigarette is smoking a smaller cigarette. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trump Le Monde? Monday? Got some fancy tile work in here. Summer door closed for the winter. That didn't help. Mondin? Nind? I assume it was French because it had "le" in there. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing. Speakers connect to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed
Call
seabird.
you on
As you
Discord.
approach, he gives you a sideways glance,
I'm good.
then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Are you the bartender? He's got a stuffed bird. I'm gonna look at the bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall.
Is the game the okay volume, by the way?
This is the great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world
I
you
don't
are in
believe you.
right now. Something about
Is
it
it-
makes you feel bitter.
Is game the okay volume? Look, man. Most streamers never finish high school. I'm ahead. What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean by my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Mel is the coolest person ever. Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where's Sylvie?
She just, you know.
I don't know.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
She just what?
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
You're damn right I'm a cop. I'm gonna be such a dick. This is great. Something tells me you don't like me.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Damn right I am.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
So not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero?
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
What'd I do?
What did you not do? First you took the body down. Then you solved the murder. Then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
Oh my god, I did all those things?
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
Look at the bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. Looks like this is the great something about it makes you feel bitter.
Can I help you?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the door. There's a man in a bomber jacket.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
I'm a cop, mister. I'll talk to whomever I please.
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
I pull my gun. Okay, whatever.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is modest. It's normal size.
Exactly. It's measured, level-headed, and it needs to be heard through a PA system
Oh, hell yeah.
by other people.
Yeah. That was the brightest lightning I've ever saw up in my window. So if the stream suddenly just dips, I'm probably gone, folks. That thunder and lightning sure is some. This does go well with a theory that I'm developing. I am not a superstar. I am a cop. What should I sing?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Of course. I can really get a gauge on my soul.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic small church song. Who's laughing now? No one.
Me, with my cop gun.
You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
You need to find a sufficiently tragic tape and then play it on a boombox to memorize the lyrics. Then ask the cafeteria manager. Yeah, he seems to like me. Preferably in the evening, when more people are at the bar. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. A woman hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today starts in a man's handwriting. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. Healing item. Oh, I can heal myself. There's like a green thing here, but I can't click it. How'd you know? How'd you know I'm an alcoholic? Door is bolted. Sign reads, kitchen reserved for personnel under... Oh, until 13. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. A sign reads, mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open, 1600. This royal pinball machine is unplugged. Well, plug it in.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Why does everyone know that this man is my colleague? Before we... I didn't know I could run. How did I do that? Okay, that's actually very nice. Sleeping Man? It's like Burning Man, but way lamer. No, I will not do that. A man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Wake him up. Pick up the pills?
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
If I was sleeping, I wouldn't mind either. Bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid spilling out. Magibus.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Could I have picked up the bottle? Clicked on it. It just said
As
some.
you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you.
What a nice
You
man.
are sure of this, but why?
But why? Shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get
Okay.
creative. Conceptualize.
Okay, I can conceptualize, and this is like a 60% chance, so I can just say I don't know my name. Huh. Let's roll the dice.
Concentration
Oh, hell
makes
yeah.
you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
I still don't know my name. It is not yet time. I really don't know my name. It is not yet time.
Okay then.
Looks like this dude is weird.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
You mean him?
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yeah. Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman. Oh god, I want to say that one. I kind of just want to say I haven't. Yes, the police. I haven't, though. I'm just gonna say I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case.
He's just gonna think I'm incompetent. Not an absolute batshit and crazy psycho.
Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Look, man, yeah. I don't like dead bodies. I'm a cop. I am no. How I'm gonna play this if I can is I'm not incompetent. I'm just a bastard.
So, the body is still in the tree.
Yeah.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Clearly.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? Your name has become unreadable for me now. It is such a shade of blue that I can't even read your name. How can you be so sure I'm from the police? That's a very good thing to ask another police officer. What are we supposed to do again? It seems like he's all just gonna repeat his stuff, but we can probably get moving along.
After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't on me when I woke up. I have a badge. I'm a policeman and I have my badge. Just lying. Pretend you found it, yeah.
Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand.
I just lied. I don't want to lie, but I want to be a bastard, but I don't want to like lie all the time. Oh, he chases me down.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right?
Got.
You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
The harbinger of ruin. I'm currently in between names. What is gold and orange like a forest fire but smells like liqueur? Huh. I'm the harbinger of ruin. I'm currently in between names right now.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. It's like when you've left your band, but you haven't decided on a solo artist name yet. I'll let Kim talk.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Sips, finds the slip of paper and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
Big man, cafeteria manager, big man. Going up in the world, managing cafeterias.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Ah. Right then. Questions. I got
His
this.
face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
Who killed him? Who did it? You know, I actually can't think of a single thing. I know it's in a tree. He's only gonna get mad if I ask him. Why did Sylvie go away?
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this.
Now, before I asked you where, now I'm asking you why.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And
What, you
because
trying to
I
hide
asked
it?
for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Oh, you are trying to hide it? Nerd.
Thank you.
He opens his little notebook, and mystery solved. Didn't go well.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea.
Damn
Now,
right.
What is so goddamn fascinating about that for you?
You're a loser.
Nothing to do with the lynching.
Well, could be. This stuff gets on my nerves. I'm a feminist. God, I guess I just like to be thorough. Everything has something to do with everything. I don't know, I just went for it. I just like to be thorough.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
I want to go through that one
Haven't you
again.
asked me that already? Okay, you got me.
Thank you.
Didn't go
I
well.
asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt
Everything
obliged.
has
Good
everything.
For you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back
Oh,
to what
he
I
just
was
repeated.
doing.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
You never know. Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
I want to run back
Haven't
to
you
the
asked
Sylvie
me that?
one.
Okay.
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged.
I'm a feminist.
What?
You heard me. That's right. If there's one thing I know about myself, it's that I'm a total raging feminist. You heard me. Do you have a phallus in your ear? I said I'm a feminist. I'm not a feminist. I just wanted to see the look on your face. Wow. I don't even know. Do you have a phallus in your ear? You heard me.
Is that so? Mr. Feminist?
I can't read anything. Inexplicable feminist agenda. Is that so, Mr. Feminist? He catches the rest before it leaves his mouth, probably thinking it's not the best thing to say.
Haven't you asked me? Okay.
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to
Oh, I
come,
can't redo
but
the
felt
feminist thing.
obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is
I don't
so
know.
good for you? Was there something else?
Yeah, that's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real.
What? Why? I don't know, you shit. Real, what's real? What's I don't know, you shit. This, the hard part is going with what I would say, I think, as a character versus just what seems the funniest thing to say.
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
Real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
By real, do you mean some form of street cred?
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
What exactly is money? You're under arrest. Oh my god, I want to arrest him. I don't know if Lieutenant would like that. Well, You're under arrest.
You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
You don't know that. You're not you're not under arrest. What? Put this man in his place. Oh my god, I can super put him in his place. Oh, the Sylvie incident and my inexplicable feminist agenda will be engaged. I don't know why I said that. I thought it's something a cop would say. No, put this man in his place.
Did someone order a vague, farcical reading of the law? More than one pops into your head.
Oh my god. Refusal to aid an officer of the peace. You're impeding me from carrying out a murder investigation with your inane request for money. I wonder what Sylvie has to say about that. You have admitted to sexual crimes. You'll be taken to sex prison. God, that one's good. I feel like this one would get to him, but he seems like a thinking man.
But it's not inane. You owe me money.
It is cruel of you. A man has been killed. File a request for compensation with Station 41. We need to work now.
Is it cruel of me or cruel of the him?
Okay, you'll only have to pay for the window and the drinks. That's 70. I'll get the rest from your stupid station.
I have no memory of drinking them. I'm not paying. Cool. I feel like cool just doesn't pay for it. I have 7. What? I have .40. I don't even have 1. 1 is does seem funny. I won't pay for the window. I don't want to pay for anything. The window would be more money though than the drinks probably, unless I'm an absolute raging alcoholic. Well, actually, maybe the window is less. Cool.
You still owe me 70. If you don't have it by tonight, I'm not letting you back up there.
That's enough now, sir. Good day.
Oh, I'll make my fucking way up there, bro. Don't doubt me. I am an officer. Pay for damages. Eat these nuts. I ain't paying for anything. What in the world? Something stirs in you. Something interdisciplinary. It is a newly formed reaction to the tyrannical gender roles around you, or something you've always had? One thing is for sure, you are not a mild feminist. Oh no. These are incendiary thoughts aimed at undermining the very pillars of society. Could you fashion them into some sort of weapon, perhaps? A first strike weapon to decapitate the XY chromosome hegemony. When is my podcast stream? Now. I can internalize it. Is that internalize? Oh, it's like I'm just a feminist now.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even have one?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Up on Marvel Hill. I don't know. Near south, maybe? Far away? Far away.
In time or space?
Both.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street? The exact number on a building? I live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop. Hobo cop. Hobo cop. Hobo cop. No, I don't want to be a hobo cop.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time.
Lonesome
Maybe a
long way
street
home.
or an apartment will appear.
Thank you, brain. Alright, now I have another one. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through the courtyard, scarring little children. Go under the great raised motor track, the 881, until you reach, oh god, French words in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen in this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there and your footprints in the mud. Ooh. Oh, hi trash can. How are you? I'm a bastard of a cop. There's a door. I can't use that door. I've been alright. Just doing this lately. A lot of nothing and then sometimes a stream. How about you? Where's my missions? I just saw them. Inspect the victim's body. Map. This does not help. Vibin'? That's good. Keep vibing. Maybe we'll just take the front door. SmiteGamer.com is trying to get on your good side, Mel. A heap of snow melts in the wheelbarrow. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police." I don't think that's a street sign, then. Hyper, don't be saying F you. F you back. There are bottles inside. Oh, he was right. A marching band could come through here. Okay.
Kuno's got this.
Boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12. He looks like a gremlin.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Hyper, you were being annoying. You were spamming things. Trash can didn't spam. And also, if you're gonna take your anger out on me. Apologize right now, and then I'll say hi. Apologize to Trash Can, and then I'll say hi. You can ask me how I'm doing, and I'll answer.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy Kuno.
This is not the same child. This is a demon hellspawn, and this is like art of like Fat Albert as a small white kid. What did he call me? Napakayampi. That's a slur. I'm not getting into this right now. Moment of your time, please.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong.
Oh.
Throwing rocks.
Oh, it's a different kid. I didn't even see the other one.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what now?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Oh, he looks like it.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno.
Kuno's riding it, see?
He is British.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kim, what should we do? Are you kids siblings? Kid, you want to hang out? I'm not a narc. I'm not a narc. I don't even know where the other kid is. Like, that girl is like hiding somewhere off screen. I don't have time for this. Siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno.
What
He says
the?
we're fucking each other.
Good God. I have questions.
All right, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Thank you for stopping by, Trash Can. Magibot is ominous. I have a lurk command now, though. Just his chin out. Entertain us, Kuno. Show me what you got there, what you got, huh? Show me what you got. The body, what do you know about it? About the crime scene, you kids often play in this yard? I am curious who is a Kuno.
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
He's Kuno? I guess his name is Kuno, but...
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Oh. Thank you, logic. Interesting. You refer to yourself in the third person to distance yourself from the situation? Kuno, is that some kind of gang name?
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that bullshit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying.
I don't think you know shit, kid.
Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book.
I could kill you right now.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you.
Yeah,
He's
sure.
gonna put his hands on you.
I did not. Nope. I'm not gonna do that. I said I would murder him, not touch him.
Help! Pig's got Kuno. Help! Rape!
I'll murder you too.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
The Kuno. Just answer the questions.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
I am not.
Escalate, Kuno. His dick is out. You're afraid.
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
It's full blast now. The wind carries the message far and wide across Martinez. I'm a cop. We're cops. Who are you calling for?
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
I'd love to shut this kid down right now, but I can't. There's no way. And then if I do it wrong, the kid shuts me down. Are you high right now? Who put you up to this? What is this sick charade? I'm gonna ask if he's high.
Help! Misters, help!
He prances around, eyes bulging out of his sockets, rolling hard, yelling at the windows.
He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
Who put you up to this?
No one. Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
Pig.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance over you.
How is that establishing dominance?
Change your plan. You can't let that happen.
Damn right.
It will make things harder down the line. You may end up missing crucial information.
Help! The pig's gagging him. Kuno can't speak.
I can't shut him down physically. I don't have the power for that. Someone put you up to this.
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Listen to your friend.
The the spit is yellowish and bubbling. Kim, did you do this? I literally cannot say anything I wouldn't want to say, actually, because I don't want to say... I like Kim. I don't want to insult him.
Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno.
Okay.
Look.
Kuno whispers even softer than before, vanishingly silent.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that. There's a dead body, remember? That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
Maybe don't dick around with kids. How'd I get back to it? I want to go back to that thought. How'd you know that? You can't see inside my head, Whisper. Can you read my mind, Kuno? This isn't Kuno. Oh, I'm talking to him now. No, I cannot lean. Can I not? Gotta get out of this.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should have, because now.
He raises his voice again. He's just gonna scream.
You're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch. You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno.
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever.
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
Nice peepo. No, we're done with these kids. Wow. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposes. Someone is trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. This kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. Take the money. What did I just take? Healing? I don't know. Maybe I should have actually read that. Goodbye, rat child. This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Why am I even looking at this roofing material? What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Perception activate.
Because it's nice
Oof.
and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
What feeling?
Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
I definitely should have been able to get that. That sucks. I can't get over there yet, so.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Gross.
You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Oh god, what is that? Why is it so bad? Good night.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow Kuno.
So it appears that I can't... Oh.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Visual calculus.
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard.
This is a disgusting display of just a kid throwing rocks at a dead man's body. Like, what the hell?
Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Noted.
Okay. Calculus. Go.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
That sucks. My morale is down too. No, Mel, I knew you were joking.
An old call box with a
Holy.
matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
That is a lot. I want to arrest the kid, but I don't think I can do anything without physically acting. And I'm not a tough guy. I'm a thinker. Oh my god, there's so much here. Let's just start at the top.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Don't impress. No. Sorry, I was just trying random doorbells. This is the police. Please open the door.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Wow, yeah, that's how you get away from cops. Leave me alone.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair. All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
24-hour window?
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Emma's Fashion.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Fabron's Taxi. The rest has been burned off.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
That feels like a Kuno move. Slipstream SCA.
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but
anyone
isn't
there?
saying anything.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
Have you
Have
come?
you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
What in the hell is happening?
No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please.
Thunder from outside just turned my mic on slightly.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care. Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Hello?
She doesn't answer.
You still there?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
I get it, you don't want to talk to me. No one ever wants to talk to me. What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
Jesus.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Alright, goodbye
You
then.
press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Fortress Accident SCA.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Ravishal City.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Main Hall Building B whirling in rags.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
East Delta Pinball entrance from Building B.
Silence. No one
Empty
answers your
card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
I can do the slipstream thing, but that's a chance thing that I'm low at. I don't want to risk that. I'll come back later. Maybe I can upgrade some.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
I can do visual calculus. What kind of vehicle drove through here?
Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
Oh, that's not cool. Why am I looking?
Cop habit. You look at everything.
Don't most people?
This isn't case related, you think?
Could be.
No.
Ah!
These tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
I hate that. I hate messing up the checks.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
I would not want to save scum this. I'd probably just want to try and go again because, you know, save scumming would be like, it's, why even play the game? Why am I looking at you? Trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
I feel like there's something in there.
What do you mean, feel?
It's an extrasensory perception. Whatever is in there holds a special significance. It's just a hunch. Maybe someone threw some in there.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or...
No. Or pry bar. Or, Lieutenant?
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
Okay. High back. The letter R wears a crown on the ribbon below, a light above descending. Is the Worlington Rags the place I was staying at? 'Cause Pigs Go Home. The street name is illegible. Whirling in Rags, okay. It is. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. Closed for winter. Please use main entrance. No thanks. Jump Jams. A glossy magazine. Most able-bodied man. The issue hosts a top 10 list. Welcome to Revachol. This place a dump. I'm back.
Can I help you?
By the way, I'm gonna sing karaoke. Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
Yeah, you would hope.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
No, it doesn't. Nothing stirs in me. And it isn't callous. Wonder what feeling this is.
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding whatever your leftovers from the floor?
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Did he say 9-day government, but it says here 11-day government? Yeah. Huh. Wonder what happened there. Yum yum, tell me more. I am him.
He killed himself.
Okay, I'm not him.
No one was implying you were, officer. Where were we?
We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It
What do you
concerns the
think?
case. Please cooperate.
We need to open the trash.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
No. Seen something here at the whirling cart. A thing I need to talk about.
What thing?
Saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the union. Gart, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen?
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
I think I got it, yeah.
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
I have a search warrant. But there may be something, why is this drunk know bigger words than I do? Say bigger, just words that I can't pronounce.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with...
He changes his mind.
Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must. What are you, a cook now? That's none of...
Yeah.
He wasn't pan... Fine,
I'll keep
okay,
up with
what?
that.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Another thing. Great. I love that. Yes?
Okay. Let's go see if I can take that bottle. I can't.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
I've been up 2 hours.
An hour would have been bad. 2 hours is mystical. You have truly wiped out all trace of yourself if you haven't thought about rum and lemonade yet.
I've been secretly thinking about it all this time. Actually, should I be thinking about this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out too well for me. Now that you mention it, I do need a rum and lemonade. I'd love for Gart to serve me up a beverage.
Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade into yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter.
Kim is going to judge me if I do that. Lick it, but only a little. Don't lick it.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then.
You used to be
Get your
cool.
drink on and your act together.
I'm not gonna drink right now. It's not a good idea. As a anti-good idea. I am gonna do myself a little favor and take a quick, like, 3-minute break. So, here, hang on. I will be right back with some good music. Hello. 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 How are you? Start of the game. Okay. Amazing. 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 Whizzing. Amazing. I can't do that. Wazinga. I don't even remember Hero Quest. Like, Hero Quest. Choose which character I play in the game. That's for, when it matters. Like some, like, Overwatch, or, like, if I was playing Minecraft, you can pick my skin. It's a default thing on Twitch, and I just kind of left it. I can refund you stuff, so if people use it and I say no, I refund it after the stream so they get it back. I don't typically tell people that, but now you know.
This Postlavantore mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
That's a terrible place for bullet holes to be, honestly. Good mail delivery box. Pat the box. Fuck you, mail delivery box. Good box.
The box seems happy.
Aw, what a happy box.
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel you, mail collection box. You should man the fuck up. I feel ya.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you.
My morale
shudder.
went up.
Then you swallow.
My morale went up. I'm not gonna fuck you, no. I'm not skinning you, don't worry. You're probably skinning me, though. This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. The book is titled Man from Heimdall and the Wildfire. I don't know how to explain. Like, genuinely. What even is this? This is a book about pate. This book you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. Video game? All goes binted? This book about... Just slowly zoom in on that word. I could not read that. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Oh, pate.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
I am the law. Hi.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is this? Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
Bad news. They're not. What's your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts, her eyes wide as if recalling something.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
Wares. Are you standing out here in the cold because...
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Should I have a word with the store owner, maybe? Such a good trooper you are, already learning the value of hard work. Pat her head. I could help by brutally dismantling the free market. Destroy the means of production. You're such a good trooper.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
Oh my god. What is romance? Who are these famous people? What is this crime business? Shouldn't you be at school?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Mum. Keep mum. Help. Mum. School is stupid. You're lucky you're not there. What is school anyway? Isn't going to school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Cursed in what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Ass up. Say nothing.
Well, they run out of money and have to stop doing business.
I don't think curses are real. This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. Narrow your eyes and look through the creaking boards on the window. I don't think curses are real.
They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses.
It's just regular trading and selling of things, child. It doesn't work out for most people. We're not doomed, but your mother should learn from their mistakes.
Of course, sir.
Who are these famous people?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
She's got like a half bowl cut. Like in the front, her bangs are just like, yeah, and then her hair is longer in the back. Bolette. She scratches her cold, reddened cheek.
I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
I think it's kind of cute. At least comparatively to Kuno and Kunette.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
Reading those doesn't make the readers more famous, does it? Right, I had a different question. What is romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in that situation.
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about a poor man getting a rich lady? What about when both of the men are bad? What about when everyone is poor? What about a book where the man and the lady business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Yeah, you think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup?
I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
No, think about it. One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination. Only it's really long and drawn out. Scarred for life, phantom limb. I'm not gonna.
Sometimes they break up for a little while, but then they always get back together.
What about a poor man getting a rich lady?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
I mean, I haven't said anything bad to the kid yet. Like, she is just kind of explain. The worst thing that I asked was about the business, and then she was actually sad about it. She's just explaining books she likes.
Those are unhappy books for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
What about when both of the men are bad?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
Magic Stunks is dumb because I can't sell. Yeah, you're holding forever. That's what makes them great. What if it's written really well?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
What about when everyone is poor?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Sometimes you have to write about real life things. Jesus.
Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
That's enough romance for me.
Maybe some about other books?
I don't want to ask her about crime business. That feels like I'm, like, pressuring her. I don't want to pressure this child. Short on money? Equip a plastic bag, collect bottles, and sell them. I'm sorry? You can do that? How deep does that go? Pressure the child. No! No!
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Heimdall somewhere.
Heimdall. Heimdall. Storekeep, tell me about the Muscle Man books. You know who else has Muscle Man books?
Oh,
it's
from
you.
Heimdall. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
My mom.
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Did she just call you a dildo? What? What'd you just say? Sounds good. Which one should I start with? That doesn't sound like something I'd be interested in. I'd be interested in that. Blood and violence, scantily clad women, and epic narratives. I like monsters a bit more, like man versus monster, but I just like epics, I think. Sounds good.
What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say.
I like how you're just being upfront with me.
If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Heimdallaman, the man from Heimdall.
Did you
It's
just
supposed to be
ask
a
me
good
if my mom was a
introduction to the
Bible
series.
thumper? I can actually purchase it. Look through the display of books. I want to buy the the Heimdaller Man book.
Rows and rows of Heimdallamen blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Heimdall and the Mammoth
Heimdall.
Riders. Man from Heimdall, Return to Heimdall. And the solipsistic Man from Heimdall and the Heimdall Man.
These are terrible titles. Good God, how many are there?
Maybe 100. Man from Heimdall and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Heimdall and the false god. Man from Heimdall and the scorched earth. Man from Heimdall, the Heimdall colonies. Man from Heimdall and the swamp beast. Man from Heimdall and the snow crabs.
I would read the Snow Beast one.
Not even close. Man from Heimdall in hell. Man from Heimdall and the forest of slaves. Man from Heimdall under the lake. Man from Heimdall, Heimdall burning. There's even The Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Heimdallaman, and so much more.
God. Pain threshold. Thank you. Thank you. I too love puppies. Thank you.
Nothing of
Fuck.
interest. Only silence and the cosmic.
Gift books and molten candy. So sugar? Old sports magazines tucked away in the dark corner. The book collects the natural recipes of Arda. They're about lake trout. Got like a fax machine in here.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Banned. Banned. SmiteGamer.com. Banned.
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Raubritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Children?
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
I can play with Kim, maybe. Do I have friends? Look at the lieutenant.
Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
Look at me. Who'd want to have children with me? I don't feel as if I have any kids. Yes, kids, friends, chicks, I have all those. I don't. I don't feel like I have kids.
Friends are technically like family.
She fiddles with her pendant.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization
Monopoly.
building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
I don't have any real. Fuck. Re-roll. Wire. I can't even.
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things.
What?
Personally, I don't like it. Not at all.
Why'd you at me? What?
I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rich...
No, I'm done. I guess I'd talk to you about crime.
Welcome to Crime, Romance and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
I would hope to try to do this whole game on stream.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be an opportune moment to ask later. So you're the owner?
I am. The proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Your daughter is the one standing outside the store?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
I'd lie to you even if she wasn't, but... yeah.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Oh, I gotta say. Oh, I would say 10 to help her out, but now I want to not grade her. Yeah, I don't like this lady. I would not grade her.
Come now, it's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research.
Okay, just force me
I
anyway.
expect an answer.
10.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
I'm waiting for one of these to just be like, "You're under arrest! Get down on the ground!" I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. That's gonna be that's gonna be like the feminist thing. I have to do it. I feel like I have to do it. I want to say that she's handling... The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong, but I want to say the free market and abolishing child labor.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
Depends. How much do you pay the child?
Good sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
Such criminal behavior would not happen in more developed countries.
In some more developed countries, this sort of thing is 2 felonies: child labor and slavery. Wow, I'm coming at this woman hard.
Those countries will realise they've raised a lazy and spoiled generation. Are we done with the jokes now?
Her tone is not at all angry at the insinuation.
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
Yeah, okay, the way you're handling her strikes me as wrong.
Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
I'm gonna shoot you in the brain and then save your daughter.
Denial is the way she copes with criticism.
Clearly.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
What if I want to buy a book? The girl outside mentioned that this place is cursed.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial
I don't have a
activity.
gun.
My business is thriving, sir.
At least up to this point. I don't even have a badge. Why would I have a gun?
What in God's name is she talking about?
Farewell for now, book peddler.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains? Examine the strange cage-like trinket. Pull open the curtains.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand is closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
What does that even mean?
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Is this about the curse? Man, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold. I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them. Alright, I'll think about it for a while. I'm a police officer.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her own hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
Is this about the curse?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees. I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
No.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket.
Rip them apart, this time for real. I'll ignore them for now. And I'll talk to you.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Why are you so uptight about the curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side.
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you.
I don't understand why it's so important to you.
Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
If it's not a storage room, then it wouldn't hurt if I just peeked inside. It's not like it's cursed, right?
No!
No! She wavers around your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped frown, then breaks down.
Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette said, they don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Ruined! She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant. How does this curse manifest itself? Why didn't you just tell me right away it's the curse? Have you sought help from anyone? Why didn't you tell me?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
How does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
It's the curse of low savings.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Did the curtain just move? I can't see it from here. Oh, I'm a little confused. What does that mean? Ah, Antoinette mentioned that the previous tenant has experienced some financial troubles. Wait, that's it? I was hoping for something more paranatural.
But officer, there's nothing natural about entire companies declaring bankruptcy. I'm talking about cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements.
I don't know enough about
There's something wrong
anything.
with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Have you sought help?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
Okay, well, what you're gonna need is an old priest and a young priest.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough.
I like the investment. I like the investment. Keep it up. Keep it up. We're holding. Oh, fuck yes. Is your pendant part of the wards as well? Would you like to keep going?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans.
I'm aware,
with
Mel.
a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
Keith, this is the freest market that there is. I'll tell you what.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
I'm moving over here now. Okay.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
Would you like me to take the case? I can investigate, see if the curse is real. I don't think the curse is real. I just want you to let me in there. Yeah, hang on. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna go get some water. Okay, I'm back. I got water. Now, I don't know. This doesn't feel like the biggest deal in the world, but I don't believe in the curse. I don't believe in it, but I feel like this just kind of suits her. Like she might let me in easier. Would you like me to take the case? I can investigate, see if the curse is real. I don't think the curse is real. I just want you to let me in. I'll try to soothe her.
Most certainly not. I don't
Or
want
not.
anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
Will I tell you a story? Okay, no.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Ghost detective. Dude. I had a few more questions about the curse. What if I want to buy a book? Oh, drama. Convince her to let you investigate the Doom commercial area. Gave smart-ass parenting advice. I see, yeah. I went down by 1 because of that. Very cool.
Slither up
Yes!
to her, you silver-tongued fiend.
Oh, you
Show
know it.
her what world-class perfidy looks like.
What if I don't want to lie? Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranormal situations before.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I sense psychic emanations from afar. The sleeper beyond calls out. I've returned from the void, a para-detective from a long line of para-detectives. Oh, I don't even know. Charlatan? The sleeper beyond calls out.
I'm not sure I can trust your claims. Honestly, you look like a bit of a drinker. I'm sorry for being so blunt, but
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook.
He's just been watching this the whole time. He's like, there's a dead body outside, bro, and you're telling her that you're a ghost detective. This is what's happening.
Go ahead then. Rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
I'll admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is a parapsychologically taxing. You see, it's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the world. Oh my god. What's better? It is taxing, but that's still just drinking. But this one says that I need to drink. Ma'am, you see, I'm drinking because I have to.
how do you know all this?
How do you not know?
Here we go.
I am the Void Revenant. I have the powers to debad all the bad energies.
I should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
Yes.
Perhaps you truly are the one to deliver this woman from the doom.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
No problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The phantoms are just no match for me. Just ask my partner, Kim. He'll vouch for me. Oh my god, I can't wrap Kim into this.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
Actually, I'm not really feeling the vibe anymore. The psychic force has left me. I don't know, babe. Your vibes are off watching Shrek 2. On my honor.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course, yes. The entity. Close your eyes, for I have sensed his presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimneys aren't big enough for that. Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell, of course.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace.
Get
and
ready
it's
for the
enormous.
loudest thunder ever.
She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building.
The
What is the source of this
entity?
curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it.
It was Baby Thunder. I guess it's going away.
Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
I don't care. Hang on. I wanna... Maybe I shouldn't do that. Okay, hang on. That's fine.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin. What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
Oh god. Farewell for now. Let me get the fuck in here.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Pull the curtains open. A
You
Maggi
see
burger is like a
dimly
Maggi
lit
soda.
room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
I don't know. I don't.
Oh!
A small terrified O escapes from her palisades. She tries her best to look away, her round face buried in her hands. A David burger. Oh. Ah! 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 Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers? Is that how you spell hair dryers? A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. That's a man? Merely looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Knock?
Only an echo. No one is there.
Unlock.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
I love the idea that I'm now scared and I need to make Kim go first. Hearts. They're gone now. I could live here. Sand is dripping from the punching bag. Oh, Kim wants to talk. I think.
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. It's an adventure. It's the netherworld beyond the realm or the veil. Looks like a gym. I think this may be the boxing club for young athletes.
I think you're right, though it looks like no one's been here in ages.
Ages.
I doubt the electricity still works.
Amazing.
We should find a flashlight if we want
Sorry,
to go.
Kim.
There
Had
should
beans.
be one in my kinema.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest. The lieutenant nods.
We don't need the flashlight yet. Whoa, we'll get the flashlight when we go up the fuck there. The poster says Citrus Fortress. The rest is worn off. Turn up the SFX? Oh, are they too quiet? They're very loud for me.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar?
Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter? Look, Kim, it's a trap. There's no collars on the barbell. I cannot lift that.
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone.
Which SFX is too quiet? Is it just the fart? I can turn the fart up a little. I have to turn them all up individually. Is it actually too quiet? Because it sounds quite loud to me. No, all of them. I can't. I don't know if you truly mean that. I mean, they're all not supposed to be loud. Like, they're just kind of supposed to be background noise. They're not in OBS. They're in Streamlabs chat box. I'll turn them all up a little bit. Because like I said, they're louder to me, I think, than you guys. Like, cheer is excruciatingly loud. I guess I see, actually, yeah, on the mixer that's very low. Oh, you know what it is? I turned my mixer down. Hang on. Okay, the game is going to be louder, so... Hopefully this doesn't blast anyone's eardrums. Be warned, this is going to be louder.
It's just a memory. A memory from another life, when you were young and fit.
Leave. But the problem is, I want it to not be, you know, excruciatingly louder over me. I want to be able to... Or I guess, yeah, hang on. How do I sound? I turned the gain up on my microphone a bit. It can be better. It can always be better. Let's get that flashlight. I know my thing is blocking it over here, but it actually says the time in the game. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Vrevashol. I like that it's telling me pronunciations. It's much appreciated. I can just zoom out. Wow. Didn't realize that one. Is this the car?
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine, that toy from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Toolbox?
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
Oop. Sometimes it's good to be protective of your shit.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Yeah. Flashlight.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
Oh, that pry bar. Rubber-handed chain cutters. Can I
The
take
handles
multiple?
are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, The indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
Heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now.
Good night. Good night.
Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
Close the door. What do we got? Tools. We do have the flashlight, and we have the chain cutters. I can put them in my hand. What in the... Look at this. I'm casting shadows. This is weird. I don't think I can flick it on and off. Illuminate the child. I was gonna say something funny, but I realized that it was not funny and it would just be very weird. Upstairs. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. Flick the child. Looks like the remains of the 24-hour window repair shop. Kim? Anything to say?
Yes?
I think you should know that I can't remember anything. I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work together better if we have more report. Come on, Lieutenant, open up a little.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses. You don't look like other people around here. Tell me a secret about yourself. Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
Do you know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm just crazy.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
Yeah, and mine are, extraordinary.
The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
I get it. You're one of those old school detectives. So how do you, tap the side of your head? Think? So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
So what? That makes you the new school? God spare us.
Aww.
For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Ask again.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. It's like you're locked down.
What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands.
Oh, he's got authority. Legendary. So if I had more authority, then I would have beat him in that?
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
It's okay.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholière.
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
No, I don't. Glasses are cool, I guess.
Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
That's all.
Good. Let's change the subject.
I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I really don't remember anything. There was drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
God. Kind of just opening up to him at this point. I'm completely lacking in basic information about this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
What should I concentrate on?
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles.
What's wrong with personal affairs?
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
Fine.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
Okay.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything. Would you say that this is a mysterious case? If we're from different precincts, then why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
Ah, this makes a lot of sense. Also, let's just take note. I've just been shining this flashlight at him this entire conversation.
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I am in on? Retrograde amnesia. Tell me about it.
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
You should tell me now. This seems relevant.
Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Literally anything.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
The young woman told me a mercenary's been hanged, that's all.
Then you are not that far behind, actually. Do you want me to brief you?
Brief, yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller? Wait, why does the briefing say who the victim was? Oh, does the briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Of course, yes. I understand everything now. Let me make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer? I still don't understand. Hold on.
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Remove the word Hitler, and then you can post it. I understand.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Thank you, Keith. Can we go over the... No, would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved, you know, something supranatural. White male in his 40s, what more do you need? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy? Am I supposed to read this, or are you just posting this? Like, what is this? Labor disputes are very mysterious. You know, I think it could be sexy. Yeah, white male.
I'm relieved that you agree. Anyhow, let's get back to the case. Was there anything else you wanted to know?
I'm good. Yeah, we've just been standing in a dark hall for a little while. Oh my god, this is massive. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. A large demijohn. That is no... Full of strange liquid. There's no way that's how you spell it. Or say it. Airship rotators. Covered in spider webs that remind you of blades. I like that Kim is standing over there. And there's scary hands. I don't constantly ask you for help. When was the last time I put French in? A naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. I'll ask you in the future, when I need it. It's been a while. I hear a lot of noises. Alright guys, I've tricked myself into playing a horror game. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, mothbitten. Skis with slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Steel rotor blades bearing a slipstream logo.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't get it.
Look, The skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
But the question is, which did they start with and which did they pivot to? What a strange leap of imagination, and yet they still failed. How sad. That's just speculation. We don't know anything for sure. Yeah, where'd they pivot?
That's a good question.
What a strange leap of imagination. That's just speculation. We don't know anything.
Not quite. You do know that there's something unusual about this company's business model.
Money! Rail! Is that Emma's Altilar? Money! Bro, we're rolling in it.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
Oh, but this just sounds like the worst thing ever.
The radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
Watching the circle around the machine. You sound surprised and a bit cautious. Do you think I should turn it on?
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
I'll turn it on.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Press play?
Nothing happens.
Print?
Nothing happens.
Play again.
Nothing happens.
Inside?
It's empty, like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Scribbled across a notebook, developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
Hold on. How do I know what Cajun mosaic tiles are supposed to look like? What am I looking at?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
We're dealing with something medical here. This must be an elaborate piece of art, of course. Nary Rise, the anatomy of the curse. Let's not even get that started.
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled The Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
Wait, who's the game master? If it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Why do you say that?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages. Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin. And even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? You should adopt one of those welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a welkin. One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the welkin, this is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged.
Oh, racism.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin. Green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
This supposed to be like Tolkien? Like Lord of the Rings, Tolkien? Is this what this is getting at with a welkin and the fact that these are clearly elves? And dwarf are probably dwarfs, or, you know.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
Why would anyone spend so much time in this? Who are these creatures and who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. One of them is a welkin supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Who are all these creatures? Who drew them?
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Why would anyone spend so much time?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
Really meta commentary.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
Inspect the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario,
Oh god.
a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
That's a different heat death than I know of, but still pretty bad, it sounds like.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
Oh shit, hang on. Hang on. Jesus. Not that one, fuck. Hang on, give me like a minute. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I don't need a new world order, yo. Okay. Mini meeting. Run, station 41, implement it, but it failed. Keep reading. What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board
No.
becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
You should hear me when I'm in the car.
Looks like they didn't make it.
Looks like they didn't make it. Lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe.
God damn. I came across Squid and Mel's notes. Oh, Kim wants to talk.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program. It's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making?
Yes, that is the question.
It certainly is the question.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
I'm not going to do that. I will refund you that one.
Utter madness, he thinks,
Look,
as a compliment.
I'll do it now. Let me find the thing. Where is it? Reject. You got that one back, bud. Okay. Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment. It looks like this popular pen and paper role-playing games. One of these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers. How are they planning to do that? Has anyone ever done that before? This is role-playing the game? What do you think happened to the company? Has anyone ever done that?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interisolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
And this was a role-playing game?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead
Hi
giveaway.
Keith, hi Keith, hi Keith.
Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified
Hi, Keith.
version of the WeWorld board game, with heat death thrown in.
How's your mom? She's okay.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
Is this meta commentary on them making this game, or?
Through call-in stations, none of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
We have a radio. Should have brought it.
Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
He tilts his head, thinking they were insane if they thought they could do this. It was just a play to cheat money out of their investors' pockets. The curse got them. I see no other explanation. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it... The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it. Do we have any money? Let's give them more money so they can finish it and make it even bigger. They were insane if they thought they could do this.
Yes, especially in here.
The lieutenant looks around the derelate room. The pipes howl and a rat crosses the floor in front of your feet.
Okay, let's keep moving.
I want to go get the radio. Oh god, there's more shit over here. Hang on, I'm gonna go get the radio. Why you what the fucking? I really should have just brought it. I don't know why I didn't. Police work is tough. Take breaks, talk to strangers, explore. Dear Elect. Are you what the fucking because of how wrong I said it, or? Look, man. I don't care. People are too judgy about how I say shit wrong. What am I supposed to do? Know better?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio mic, frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something.
Hi,
The
two-headed
soft
animal.
purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
Derelict. Derelict?
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
Why do you people think that it's so easy to read shit when you already know how to pronounce it? Read words and then just pronounce. Do you know how hard that shit is? You can pronounce anything like anything. Mac and cheese, see? How do you pronounce anything without hearing it first? How would you know? Dear ill licked? What is L? What is L-I-K-T? Licked? Derelict. Then why is there an L? Elked? You're the stupid one here. That's ridiculous. I did not think this was an actual radio. I'm not being an ass. I genuinely think this way. Hi Alice, this is Officer from the... That's not me, though.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I didn't think this was going to be the precinct.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Hang on. What word was it? Going to Google.
Derelict.
Derelict. Y'all motherfuckers putting deer. You just said, you typed. Derelict. That is not dare? Why didn't you just put dare? Just put derelict. You people are crazy. Mac and cheese is clearly closer. I'm overthinking it. Neither of the... Dahar, Dahir, her, derelict. Let's just go back into the spooky fucking room. I was wrong about the fucking radio. I thought it'd be something. Wait, there's a door. I can't speak English. Why do I stream? Should just become a mute. Magnesium. Why is this bear? What?
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly.
It's a
The door is
fridge.
covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
Crack open the door. What is this thing? Looks like a giant ice bear.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
Crack open
A
the door.
gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Wow, he's really... I hope you all know, the more you talk about this, the less I care, and the less I'm going to do anything about it. Relax, Kim, it's the fridge.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge.
He relaxes his hand, his face bathed in the harsh light of the open fridge
Let's
door.
take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Examine... What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place? Examine one of the ice cream wrappers in there.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
Take the
You
note.
pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
The writing on that note's probably going to be helpful later.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers he studies in the light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper carnivore?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
Yeah, because it's still on.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Why don't we unplug it? An ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged. The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. I'll come back to that. The wall collapsed. It's inaccessible now. This is a fucking cellar. Look at this shit. It's massive.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing?
I'm hallucinating, or maybe it's the entity. I hear the murderer of the hanged man talking. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Smear your hands with coal. What is this thing? Is it a furnace? Those voices I heard. Maybe it's the malignant... I'm not doing the entity. Yell hello into the furnace. Do not do that.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire.
Smear your
Only
hands.
dead rats.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future
I'm not
archaeologists.
sensitive. What
No,
the fuck?
That would be stupid.
frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Money! Nose... Okay, how do you pronounce this one? Nasafed? Mac and cheese. Done.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Unplug both
An
of them.
electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
It's black. It's not like it's the red one. Because it's black, the color of immeasurable cosmos. What? I unplugged both of them anyway. And I do know why. I wanted to turn them off.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has 1 cable missing.
Put these to open locked containers in the world. A handwritten note you found from the giant ice bear fridge. It still bears, some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnet that were used to secure it to the refrigerator door. Pissing competition, end of the day debrief, investigate doomed commercial area. Done. Things I've done already. Ooh, I'm actually really close to leveling up. I can level something up soon. Unlock. This is so fucking weird. Remaining? Is this actual in-game time, or is this... What is this? Because I've been playing for like 3 hours now. Intercom wires running into the breaker room.
Both cables are unplugged from the breaker box.
Plug in the black
Somewhere, a machine hums along with the current, happy and contented.
Leave. Isn't it this one? Maybe I should leave. Did we unplug the bear? I think we did. Okay. Let me check. Should be
The
off.
bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge slowly melting. The power has been cut off.
Good question. I know. At least it's...
The fridge sits...
Okay. That was everything with the bear. Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Where are we? Look around the secret room. Look, there's a hole in the wall. Shine light in the hidden compartment.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Yeah, I'll look.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Inspect the rifles.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
I wish. This one looks nice.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Where are we? What does this mean? A rifle here?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Where are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. So I can level up now. Hold yourself together. Take the blows. Visual calculus. Yeah. Because I keep failing the ones that I really want to solve, and it seems that most of them are visual calculus. Oh, I have a gun now. Oh, it's broken, though. Looks cool. From ages past, it's a 4-shot bolt-action military rifle with a wooden frame. Okay, I think that's it done down here. Set of tracks. I need a city map and then I can... Pick dialogue options that begin with hold on or wait to gain additional information before the conversation moves on. I will say, oh, what is that? I'm probably just gonna walk around the corner here, yeah. I wanted to talk. Why did I want to talk? I saw that. Where are the clothes it's used to display? I don't even know what that means.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney.
Chimney. Chimney, chim.
This must be where the entity lives.
Oh, great. Entity.
This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Knock on it?
What an odd thing to do.
That scared the
Nothing
shit out of me.
happens.
Knock on it harder. Okay, that's probably gonna be louder, folks.
Still nothing.
I like how that
No
wasn't
one's
harder.
home.
Let's try it again.
Those curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy.
Ow.
Your fist hurts now.
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there. Maybe we can try yelling into the furnace downstairs.
Really? FBI, open up! Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Why is there snow in here? Postcard. La Delta. 51. The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Midtown traffic passes. Overhead, the ghost of the skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist, vapor rising from the delta on which the district was built. The postcard is prepaid. Oh, well, thank God. You got anything to say about this?
Yes?
No, you don't. We are gonna go yell into the furnace and see how I feel.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Yell hello.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
you've awakened the entity.
Hello, are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Wow. I'm really glad I didn't say I was a cop there. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the game. My character model itself is, like, fine, but I look like a fucking zombie in the corner. I can't really see myself right
Yes.
now, but... I do like how he looks, though. What in the fuck? This is actually quite beautiful. This tray is full of dice, colorful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. This candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice.
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald lighting shining through her hair. Novelty dice maker.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
You must have confused me with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window. Why are you asking me about dice? Hold on, what do you mean by Milus?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
You must have confused me with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Maybe I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly. No, I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers. I'm not interested in buying dice right now. I'm a police officer. I need to ask some questions. I'll play along for a little bit. I like role-playing games.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there is any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around here are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
How'd you become a dice maker? Okay, I'd like to order a die from you. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags? Hey, where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
Huh. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room, its ceiling fading from shadows above. How'd you become a dice maker? Okay, I'd like to order a die. How do you know? What do you know? I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know what happened to other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
God. I wanted the rotor blades.
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tumotiri or Hashkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do these transmissions say? That's illegal, running off a company's money like that? Why hasn't he been arrested? Interesting.
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
The lieutenant is stern.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those keys and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
I mean, clearly just no one does anything with them.
They were just the props. Why return them?
Found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her face. Are you just like? Yeah, I am doing that, but I can't take it off.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind her curtain on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive. Really? They must have been on a gigantic ego trip.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard. That's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great. You're right, they should have tried harder. That's too bad.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic desk.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die. The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Anything else?
God, she's got a lot. I wanted to move on to the lynched body, but... maybe the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Oh, so Kuno. Maybe that's what Kuno needs. Yeah. Judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work, did it?
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
Kuno is a bitch. He's sort of the king around here. He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
She looks out the window. It's oddly quiet there for a moment.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
You're telling me. Judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work, did it?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Used to be a hair salon here?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customer should have been more open-minded. I would never let anyone androgynous touch my hair, not even if my life depended on it. Guess I'm a simple man. I don't really have any opinion on hairstyles. Yeah, experiment a little.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
Hang on. Hair.
It wasn't merely a gym.
That's not what I
It was. It didn't.
It's not really full of that.
Eventually, the coalition
Hair
took away.
salon.
Yes.
A bit of experiment. It's not about the haircut.
Simple.
Me neither. I just wanted off my face.
She tucks a strand of hair under her headscarf. I'm gonna see. The rest of this is kind of whatever to me.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit.
The lynching.
What else? Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? Ask her about the curse already.
I'm not asking her about the fucking curse.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then, the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by daily ruckus? You never took your eyes off the work to look out your window? Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
What do you mean by daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She tries to stop and come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
Totally not me.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
You never took your eyes off the work to look out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
I see. Thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
I heard this place is cursed. Do you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
God. She nods as the wind howls in from the furnace shaft below. Wait, how do you explain what happened to all those companies then?
It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Palisant is the only one who sent me. She convinced that the library lady is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady?
Plaisance.
I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Let's hope so. Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. Uh-oh. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. The curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail, even her. I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's what I'm here to investigate. I'm not investigating that.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the Whirling in Rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on. The Whirling in Rags is part of the doomed commercial area? Yes, but it's still a separate building. The malicious energies can't reach. No, the Whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off and customers have trouble paying bills. You know, there's one specific customer, a bit of a dick. Broke a window. The Whirling is part of this area?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East of the Commerce Central project.
No, the Whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress took off.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Maybe.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
I doubt that. Drama. Oh, she thinks you're the source. It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. The curse will get to you, I have no doubt about it. Is the curse just capitalism now? I'll be the first to admit there's so many inconsistencies with this so-called curse. There we go.
I was just about to ask. What do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
Time has come to face the source.
You're under arrest!
Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I still think it might be you that's causing this. No. I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Honestly, I'm still not sure. No. It's just the market.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out.
Task
Anything
updated.
else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
Shivers legendary. Why hasn't her business failed? Yeah, probably shouldn't ask. I have more questions about this
I'm
building.
listening.
Oh, it's just the other things, whatever.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
How'd you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
I would order a die, but I'm a little low on the cash. Maybe another time though I'll come back. Report back. Okay. I think I did a mission. Shockingly. That only took 2.5 hours, right? You guys remember that there was a dead body? I think I might wrap up this mission and then I'll end the stream. Yeah, her voice was quite nice, comparing to Big Bird, who we're about to talk to.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there?
Get the
Is that
flashlight
dark
beaming.
sarcophagus?
Dark sarcophagus. Pause dramatically.
Yes, yes. How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
I'm not gonna give her what she wants. It's a charnel house of failed business enterprises leeching life energy from this bookstore. Honestly, a dump. Nothing to see there. Just heaps of garbage. Someone should let the sunshine in. I'm in no position to give up personal opinions. It's just a dump. Honestly, yeah.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Nia, and she is a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you. No, ma'am. I have felt her aura. She is not one to blame for this curse. She may be involved, but I don't have a way to question the malignant entity further. She's not a sorceress.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down.
You're damn right it does.
She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her.
What did I just gain? Did I gain the feminist agenda, or was it this, or what happened? Said I got some.
To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
She says there's no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. She said it's just capitalism. Bankruptcy is a quirk of our economic system. The source is a taxidermist shop. He became involved in arts darker than taxidermy and brought the void spirit down upon this place. Honestly, I don't have an answer yet. There still leads to be followed. Like that strange radio computer thing. There's another entity, more malignant, pulling the strings in Partenay's place. Perhaps in my travels I recross. Should I just lie? I don't want to lie. I kind of just want to break her world. She said it's just capitalism. Bankruptcy is a quirk of our economic system.
Wait, what? The entire economic system is cursed?
Yep. Yes, it is. I'm afraid the only world revolution can help you. Yes, the system must be cleansed of immigrant labor. It's true, we live in a precarious world. Nothing ever turns out right. You need to get used to chaos. What I meant was, I found the source of the doom. Forget about the economy thing. Wow. Yes, the system must be cleansed of immigrant labor. God. It's true, we live in a precarious world. Nothing ever turns out right. You need to get used to chaos. I feel like the first or third here is gone first.
Another revolution?
She looks down at the pendant in her trembling hand. She collects herself.
I understand what's going on here. You went in there, rummaged around, and accomplished nothing. And now you're telling me these intellectual things to cover up for it. It's okay. You don't have to. I was wrong to trust another person. I will manage this psychic calamity as I always have. Alone. On my own. Thank you for nothing. Please, do buy some books, or be on your way.
I feel like I failed that. Tucking the pendant away in her blouse.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now. There was never any other way this could have gone. She's just too far gone into her own mind.
Can I reload? I can totally probably actually it auto saves. I don't know if I can. But even if I could, I wouldn't want to. I'd rather keep with my choices.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
I had a few more questions about the curse. Farewell, book peddler. If I'm going to play a game like this, I need to stick to it.
Inexplicable feminist agenda.
Okay. Oh, I
There is
completed
something
the
you need
thought.
to see, sir. We found the remnants of an ancient artifact lodged in your hypothalamus. It is a cylindrical object, piss-weathered and smelling of liquor. The paint is peeling off, but you can clearly make out the letters Revolutionary Feminist Agenda on the hull. It appears that some time ago, before you became a joke, you were an actual feminist. Somehow you've come to that conclusion. Perhaps you can work your way back.
I could invoke into RFA. Would have to quit drugs to get there. Okay, so these are thoughts that, like, I'm assigning to my character. Inexplicable. It changed as well, I think. It was something else, I thought. So, Lonesome Long Way Home is going to be another Encyclopedia Factual Memory Returns. Hobocop. I see, so I get these, and then, oh my god, there's so many. Okay. One of them says something funny, and I keep... Homosexual Underground. Amazing. Okay, like my encyclopedia went up. My empathy went up. Understand others. Work your mirror neutrons. But my electrochemistry went down. Okay, I think it's making a little bit of sense. Let's go back outside and then I'll save. Kim, you're a little, on my ass there. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, no, I can go back into my autosaves, but like I said, I wouldn't want to. Because, you know. Save the game? Can I name it? I can. There we go. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Sag. Can I reload that one? I'll make it a different one. See you around. No. See you, Space Cowboy. That's a good one. We like that one here. Did I win? I'm getting close, I think. Thank you everybody for watching. Have a good day, good night, wherever you are. I will try to find the mute button for the game and then put on my music. Okay. I'll see you next time.